Hi Andy, how are things?
Hi, good, thanks.
To start with, I might ask about Bundy Aki. We kind of heard he picked up a knock last Saturday.
Yes,
was it injury related, and if so, how close was he to making it this week?
Yeah, it is injury related. He's a bang on his shoulder that he was brave enough to go through the last 20 minutes of the game. That's what he does for his team. He'll fight when he has to. But unfortunately, really saw at the beginning of the week, a little bit shut down, etc. And would have been a risk. But also with the quality of backup centres that we've got, we have to do the right thing by the team, and Bundy understands that.
One of the other changes then, Tyg Byrne in the background, James Ryan into the second row. On Tyg in the back row, it's something you've tried previously, the first game of the Rugby World Cup. What are you hoping to see from it? What is the thinking behind it for this weekend's game?
Well, I mean, you can talk about Tyg or Pete going to the bench, but what people are failing at this moment in time to talk about is James Ryan has been a starter for us for years and years and been a real leader within our side, and he's not happy sitting on the bench neither, and we've seen some real guts and fight and determination to want to get his starting place back. So he's I thought he had a great impact off the bench last week, and how he's trained throughout this tour so far shows that he's hungry, so we're hoping to get something from him, and also we know that Tyg Byrne's a world-class player no matter what position he plays in.
And then also Caelan Doris as captain this week. It's something that's going to come up during the week around his communication with Luke Pearce last week, and there's obviously been he's spoken about it as well this season, about how it's been a work in progress for him stepping up to captaincy and dealing with that. Are you fully confident in his ability to work with the referees and the officials on the day?
I'm more than fully confident. I thought he was excellent at the weekend. I think first and foremost he leads from the front. I mean, he's in outstanding form. His performance last week, never mind the leadership or the captaincy bit, he was outstanding. So that's, be the best version of yourself. That's the best form of leadership. But also he's a calming influence. He's bright. The questions that he's going to the referees with are the right ones. His manner is very good as well. I'm sure as Caelan goes through his leadership roles, and hopefully there'll be many more as far as captaincy is concerned. Albeit he is still in that infancy, isn't he? As far as trying to get some more experience there, hence why he's got this opportunity. But he'll continue to earn respect from himself as a captain, as a leader, but more so in the eyes of the referees as well.
And Robbie came off, I think, with a head injury.
Yeah.
What was the timeline of him being available for today's game? He failed HIA?
No, he didn't. His HIA. His concussion not confirmed, so he went through the protocols 2 and 3, flying colours, no concussion confirmed, so he's not missed any training this week.
So he had to come off?
It's the pings on the gum shield, yeah, and therefore the ruling at this moment in time, the pings on the gum shield, if it's before half time, you have to get a HIA at half time, and as we know, it's a tough old process to go through.
If you had a conversation with Peter, what was that like? Obviously you're captain again for this campaign. What was the chat like?
Very easy, because of how he is as a person, and you don't expect those conversations to be easy, but don't get me wrong now, he's not accepting and he's not happy, obviously, but he does the right thing for the team. And that's at the forefront of his mind constantly, and that's proper leadership. He understands that we want to have a look in this direction to see how it goes. He's the captain of this tour, and I suppose it shows the mark of the man, how you lead after a little bit of disappointment of how you carry on being yourself or not. And Pete's on the bench for a reason. He makes people feel good. It's right when he's there, his presence and leading, and that has been so evident over the last couple of days. So he couldn't have done a better job in that regard.
Andy, the Boks used quite a clever substitution strategy.
We've seen that before.
Yeah. Obviously it gave him momentum. I think that's the general consensus, even though you guys scored a couple of great tries as well.
Yeah.
But do you have a specific tactic in mind to deal with that?
Yeah, stop it, please.
Sorry?
Stop it, please. Yeah, scrum harder.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you look at the strength in depth that they've got and the quality that they've got coming off the bench. I mean, it says everything where South Africa are at this moment in time. I've heard you guys and many experts as well talk about whether this is the best South African group that they've ever had. Well, I certainly go along with that type of feel myself. Hence why we're privileged to be able to come over here and test ourselves.
Sorry, just the last couple of questions for the live section and the comparable section before I did.
On the other hand, it's also a game of extremely small margins.
Yes.
I mean, centimetres. So, how would you get on the right side of those margins? What do you think it needs to? Which areas do you think you need to step up in?
Quite a bit, actually. I mean, I've no doubt it was a great game to watch and exciting, a bit chaotic at times. There was a lot going on, decisions-wise, or lack of them, and all the talk's been of that as well. But that was a proper test match, and I get all that. But when we strip it back from our side, we're disappointed enough, especially like I said about our first half performance. It wasn't us doing things properly, and it might not seem like that to everyone, but to us it was. So therefore, we need to improve. We need to commit and be better than we was. I've no doubt South Africa are going to be twice as good this weekend, and so hence why we need to move pretty quickly this week as far as the honesty of where we're at and what we need to do going forward.
Okay, last question for the live section. Yeah.
Sorry, and on that game, if we go back to the World Cup game, I think a lot of people thought it was a great game in terms of how accurate it was, how technical it was, how well both sides played. How much of a level down do you think last week was in those aspects, not in sort of...
Yeah, I think it was down. Yeah, certainly from our point of view. I think South Africa played outstandingly well in that game as well. Is that a bounce of a ball or a refereeing decision or whatever it may be? It just goes to show that's what we keep producing at this moment in time. But I suppose for both teams, if we don't get to be at our best, then one side is definitely capable of running away with these type of games as well.
Thanks. Just last question for this section.
Do you feel that you guys have a chance of salvaging this series? I mean, you went to All Blacks in 2022 and then won a series there, but you, of course now it's just one game left. But do you feel that you've got a chance that you can salvage it and get maybe one?
Do you think we've got a chance?
You tell me.
No, you tell me. It's nice to turn it around sometimes. I want to know what you think.
Yeah, like I'm saying, because
you think we've no chance, don't you?
Like you can see the intention from South Africa that they really want to give you guys a very good game and then win the series.
It's big for South Africa. I get that. It's a 2-game series. Is it a series? 2-game series? I don't know. They're normally 3. But it's our last chance to have a crack at what is the best side in the world at this moment in time, and we relish that opportunity. I think when you put on a green shirt, you've always got a chance.